How you doing, class? My name is Anthony Miles, and the first prompt that I chose was to compare and contrast my impressions about African American literature before I enrolled in African American literature with the understanding that I have now that the class is finally over. Before taking African American literature, my impressions of African American literature was a somewhat stereotypical one. When I thought of it, I was thinking of writers who focus on Black power and while I come from an Afrocentric viewpoint, I could see that it would be important, but in a more of a historical sense. The types of works to me would have had more of an impact in previous eras, like the civil rights movements of the 1950s. The truth of the matter, though, is African American literature will always be relevant and important. These works give us representation of the world that is colonized or whitewashed, that is not colonized or whitewashed, excuse me. It shows us what our truth is. Novels such as W.E.B. Du Bois, The Coming of John, explore how we are perceived by the white man. It gives African Americans a chance to share their worldwide view experiences with the masses. The works are especially important now with the heavy public discrimination and violence towards the Black community. The African American culture has been so heavily diluted and manipulated as well as stolen from there is a great importance of us being able to write about ourselves and not be secondary characters as we must often are in other literature works. My second prompt was to explain to people who haven't took the class yet why they should take it or what they're missing out. For a person who has not taken African American literature, I would like to stress the importance of reading this type of literature. The works are here to truly analyze and apply to your daily life. So pretty much not like, world history, stuff like that, world literature. You need to take this course, man. Their value is more than what can be learned in a classroom. I would like to stress the importance of writers like Nikki Giovanni and Toni Morrison, both men and women. There are two authors that show the strength of Black women who is often devalued in our society. Giovanni poem Ego Tripping like improvises, not improvises, what's the word I want to look for? Highlights. It highlights like the Black woman returning to her throne because she is a queen. The poem is really in a way that seems to be egotistic, but it's necessary because Black women have been torn down for so long that they must regain their pride and strength. Black writers and authors like this is so important to our generation because we are so often wrapped in pop culture